process, high value VA claims. You can now put people on timeout. Okay, Gucci killers, Pact Act claims, high value VA claims. Your first VA claim if you're active duty. Hey, take advantage of the benefits delivery at discharge. Definitely, hey, you can file your VA claim up to 180 days prior to separating from the military. Hey, y'all got any questions at all? Let your boy know. Let's check out the live chats. Oh, as always, until we get a question, let's come up with some facts. Hey, my name is Debo. Served in the Marine Corps. Motherfucker, 7 years. Ura, motivate, kill. 2 deployments. Motherfucker had 1 tour overseas. Europe. Dab it on him. But hey, who am I? Just a veteran who got frustrated with the VA claims process. Decided, okay, hey, instead of doing nothing with that frustration, I say, okay, hey, I'm going to educate some veterans along the way throughout their VA disability claims process. Because I know when I was going through the claims process, I was mad. I didn't know what I was doing. I was uneducated in the process. But once you gather the information, once you start educating yourself on the process, it becomes a lot less stressful. It's still going to be stressful, but it does become a lot better to manage. Hold on, let me fix that. That sun be piercing your boys' eyeballs. But yeah, hey, what's up, motherfucker? LA, stand up a bit. Let me measure you. You ain't. Fuck out here, LA. Fuck, are you joining the crowd? You joining the crowd? I am not 4'11". Your boy 5'11", sitting swole out here. Fuck out of here, LA. How you doing? You get them the disabled veteran plates yet or what? Got the coffee today. Brown sugar, oat milk, shaken. No, I'm talking about Brandon. What's up? What's Gucci with it, Brandon? Okay, I'm 100% PNT for PTSD. Recently, I signed up for the Pact Act. I hear go ahead, and then the naysayers say no. Okay, Gucci killers. So, what you want to think about is if you plan on filing something for the Pact Act, you have an 100% permanent total for PTSD. That means if that's the only thing you have, then your PTSD alone is considered permanent, meaning you're never going to have a future routine exam. You're not, you still should maintain quarterly, monthly, however frequency you go into your therapist, psychiatrist, you should maintain that because the VA could always come back and be like, hey, what's up, Brando? You haven't been to fucking anything for the last 3 years and you're trying to submit a Pact Act claim. Okay, so whenever you do go back into the VA claims process, you want to make sure that you're at least maintaining your medical evidence to support where you're currently at. Now, submitting a new claim, you got to take it into consideration. Is this new Pact Act claim, if it gets service connected, is it going to be considered permanent, static? If it's not, that could take away your PNT status, your designation away from your overall fucking VA disability. So, just keep that in mind. If your medical evidence supports this will be a permanent issue and you've established permanency either through your private or through VA medical, hey, 100% put in that claim, you be Gucci with it. But if not, like if you can't clearly see it and the VA is going to have a hard time seeing it, or you're going to have a hard time explaining it and presenting it to the VA and, in the form of a VA claim, then yeah, I would say hold off, build some more medical evidence, make sure that disability is permanent, it's going to be static, so it's going to alleviate you from, taking away from any P&T benefits that you haven't utilized, regardless of the case. Hopefully I answered your question, Brando. And hey, as y'all joining in, y'all got any questions pertaining to your own VA disability claims process, let your boy know. And if you got other questions, Brando, by all means, we can go back and forth, baby, back and forth. I do plan on being on here for like 30 minutes. Got to cook for the fam bam, I'm talking about, understand me? Steak and potatoes. That's that 100% P&T business right there. I'm just fucking around. I joke. It's Walmart steak, so it's nothing crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Nothing crazy. But any questions, comments, concerns pertaining to the VA disability process? Until I get a question, Pact Act, same as always. Same top 5. I should probably turn that off. We're getting no notifications over here. Let me turn that off right quick. Let me put that on. Let me put that on motherfucking mute. Okay. Oh, damn. I do got questions. I'm sorry. It wasn't going up for some reason. LA, come on, man. 5-1. 5-1, my ass. What's up, Keith? Keith, motherfucking no sweat. What's Gucci with the dog? Spoke to the VA and stated my claim is waiting on secondary action. What does that mean? Secondary action could be... Have you already done a C&P exam? Keith? Brando, yes, I've been to 3K psych ward lots of times. Okay. So you got good medical evidence that supports Brando. Definitely, hey. You just need to identify if that Pact Act presumptive medical information that you plan on submitting. Make sure you have a diagnosis, first of all. Second of all, make sure that that disability will be considered permanent. Establish it with your VA medical or your private. Keith motherfucking Wanzor. Is that Keith No Sweat? Yeah, that's motherfucking Keith No Sweat. Internal secondary action. I'm not too sure. I mean, I can look that up, Keith. I'm not too sure about that one. Have you gone into a C&P exam? Motherfucker Brando. I have surgery for sinusitis, septoplicity, migraines. Okay. Gucci killers. You having surgery for migraines? Oh, that's interesting. Does your medical evidence supports that those three conditions was caused by your military service? Brando. Pardon me. Motherfucker, what's up, motherfucker? Keith motherfucking Sweat. Actual. What's up, dog? Motherfucker, nobody. What's up, LA? No, man. I have not received disabled veteran plates. That's because you playing games. That's why, dog. You over there fucking sitting heavy with that PNT status. I'm still waiting on my decision for sleep apnea. Okay, if I get the award for 50% for my sleep apnea, do I get pay increase for my disability? It not necessarily, unless that claim for your sleep apnea was put in prior to getting 100%. You know what I'm talking about? Like if it was like say you were 90% back in 2018 and you put in a sleep apnea claim in 2018 as well, and it took up until now to it's still processing, but in between that time frame you put in additional VA claims, from 2018 to 2021, and then 2021 you got 100%. So you would get the difference between whenever that intent to claim, that intent to start file started, but then you would then get the difference between, okay, if you submitted that claim in January 2018, and then you didn't submit for additional things up until, we can say, December of 2021, and then that claim was adjudicated right now, what is this, September. So you'll rate the 100% from your intent to file for 2021 up 2022 up until now. Now the difference between the 90% and 100, since your sleep apnea claim is still processing from 2018 still, you will get that difference if it is, finalized and it's adjudicated. If you're like in a higher low review or in the appeals process. I got a buddy of mine, motherfucking shout out to Bill Cosby in the house. He's not in his house, but I'm talking about like that's similar to him. Like he still has a claim pending. He's at 100%, but he ain't P&T. He motherfucking 100% peasant. That's where he at. I'm talking about Keith motherfucking Yes, done since June 2nd. Okay. I mean, I'm not that. That's the first time I've heard about that, Keith. You could definitely see if you can contact Vera or have Vera give you a contact and check out, what specifically does that verbiage means. But I'll do some further investigation in on that. Pardon me, I am so sick, coming down from it. If I sound a little congested, hey, motherfucker. IBS gang, baby, IBS. I'm talking about motherfucker Brando. No surgery. Septoplasty was in Iraq. Motherfucking Tierra. Motherfucker Scooby-Doo coming in here. Motherfucker 411 game. Motherfucker goddamn. Come on. Jen Justice. Do you get back? Did you get back for me regarding low heart rate disability? Thanks. Yeah, I'll get back to you. Jen. I'll get back to you. I think it kind of slipped my mind. Motherfucking Christopher. What's Gucci with it? Chris Cannon. Oh, I'm doing good. Staying Gucci with it. I've been sick. Motherfucking sick for the last few days. Been dying. But, I'm good now. Motherfucker keep sweat over there laughing. There you go. Go get your flu shot. I mean, I'm done. I'm already immune. I'm immune to everything now. Not everything, but, I've been sick for the last week. So, whatever it was, I'm sure ain't no flu, ain't got nothing on it. Hope you get better soon. Appreciate you, Chris. Motherfucker, Chris Cannon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm feeling better. Been doubling up on pills and, the fucking, what's that? Thermoflu teas. Take the pills, take the tea. Take the pills, take the tea. Clockwork, baby. Clockwork. Yeah, hey. Stay Gucci with it. Stay Gucci with it. Any other questions, comments, concerns pertaining to your VA disability claims process, to your motherfucking height? Let your boy know. Motherfucking Jen. How is VA backlog status right now? I'm about to look into that. Backlog as of like active claims or like veterans who are in the legacy appeals status. Jen. But let me take a look at this right quick. At least with like average claims. Non-Pact Act related claims are taking 125 days, supposedly. And which is cap. And Pact Act related claims are taking 105 days, supposedly, which is still cap. It's cap, 100% cap. So that number, they say average, but what's going to be average? Because California, New York, big states that are processing serious numbers when it comes to veterans claims and everything. Like you look at San Diego specifically, it's taking like 170 days average. Like you can go past that. It may not be under that, but average is 170 days for the San Diego region at least. So I don't know where they're getting these numbers from. It just all depends. Jen, LA, is it worth to file a VA claim for snailing? Snailing, what the fuck is snailing, LA? If I'm 100% PNT. Yeah, if you snailing, yeah, dog. Drink that water almost every Friday. Yes, sir. Okay, I don't know if it's the water causing the sickness, because your boy ain't sick every Friday. Come on, that good water. Got that good water. I'm talking about. Tierra, how's insurance as a vet? Nobody really talks about this part for me. Okay, Tierra. When it comes to insurance, it depends. So if you're gonna be working, and obviously all employers, as long as you're working like, I think minimum 32 hours part-time and your employer offers medical insurance, you can either accept or decline. You can decline if you'll be solely going to VA medical. Now, very few, like unless you're 100% PNT, IU, or if you have a specific like, dental and everything, you may want to accept that from erectile dysfunction, aka snelling. You may want to, accept the dental from your future employer. But when it comes to like, if you plan on just going the private route, I say keep that, keep it. You'll still have options. You may have a shitty VA clinic, shitty VA medical hospital near you. Somebody was trying to scare me into staying in because health is like, no, it's not. I don't. I think it's like. I don't think it's 500. It just depends on what. So depending on your employer, what's up, motherfucking bold, motherfucking cars? What's Gucci with it? It depends on which, and there's different options. Like if you got a family. Kid, like 1,000 kids, motherfucking spouse, yeah, maybe you'll be paying 400, 500 plus, but it depends on the level of care. You want bronze, fucking silver, gold, platinum, and it depends on which actual the insurance agency that company is utilizing. At least for me, family, daughter, I think it's like $420, and that's like using the what's that shit called? Was it Blue Anthem Platinum? So it's not a lot. You don't even see it taken out of your motherfucking bank account. It's just like it comes out of your check, but it's not a lot. As cheap as what when I was just paying for myself, I think I was paying like $98. For silver, like you can pick HMO or PPO. PPO is like the better side. It gives you more options. And at that time, I was like, PPO, I can go anywhere and start obtaining medical evidence that I need. HMO is like that's the cheaper plans. Like if you don't plan, like if you're like one of those people who don't go in a lot, or you have a specific, pardon me, you got a specific doctor you want to utilize, take the HMO route. Or if it's like, or maybe locality. So a lot of variables, but going to that tier. But I mean, it's not like arm and leg. It's like your pinky toe. You be good. You be good. You over there. You over there making that money. Come on, Jen. I claimed fully developed. Okay, I claimed fully developed, but I added additional D214 after submitting an additional. The VA said it will go to standard claim if any new document is added. Only adding D214. Noted. Thank you. No problem, Tierra. No problem. Yeah, whoever's telling you that they bullshitting. Don't listen. No active duty chodes. They over there fucking trying to scare you into staying in, and then you go be miserable just like them. Fuck them motherfuckers. Unless you're staying in to be happy. Spread the love, spread the worth, spread the Hey, shit happens for a reason. You got a life to live. YOLO. But back to Jen. That is unfortunate. It will it delay my claim? I mean, I submitted a fully developed claim too, and it took 9 months. I didn't add anything new once it was submitted. So, with that being said, I mean, it's going to take some time, especially depending on where you're filing out of and then where your claim actually ends up. It's going to depend on that specific VA regional office's processing time. So you definitely got take that in consideration. But I mean, I don't think it's going to actually add time to your claim, overall claim. Just because I submitted a fully developed claim, didn't add anything after that, and it still took 9 months. So I'm like, come on, man, can you answer my question about filing for erectile dysfunction if 100% PNT? I mean, I didn't know you was like bullshitting, because you kept saying snailing with it. But yeah, you can submit for erectile dysfunction. What you want to keep in mind is if it's going to be it needs to be designated as a permanent. Like you got to establish permanency, either with your private medical provider or with a VA medical provider, because you being PNT, all of your current disabilities are considered static. Permanent, they will never get better. They're going to maintain themselves right here. Meaning you don't have a future routine exam. The moment you add a new claim, the VA, if they don't like you or, they seem like, oh, what you doing, son? What you doing? And your medical evidence doesn't support that disability being permanent, then it will possibly still maintain you at 100%, but then you lose the PNT status. What's up, Mo? Even Stevenson? What's Gucci with it, dog? What's Gucci with it, motherfucking bald cars. I'm not feeling therapy. Should I continue going to therapy? Yeah, 100% you should be. I mean, if you're not feeling a current therapist, I mean, you can shop around. Shop around. Depends on your area. If you like, teleconferencing, by all means, there are available therapists and psychiatrists for that. But shop around. You don't have to settle with one therapist just because, it's either on base or it's convenient to you. Explore a little bit. Explore out. You gotta explore out, build that medical evidence. Especially if you're not fucking, if you're not past 20 years holding a disability. 20 years is where every individual disability is considered okay. VA can't come back and touch you. Fuck Heisman. That's the life Heisman over there. But up until then, you should be maintaining some level of care and therapy, if that makes sense. True crime. What's Gucci with it? How's everyone going? Hey, Gucci. I'm still a little sick, coming down, but I'm good. I'm good. Do plan on staying on here for another 10 minutes. Then I gotta start cooking before I start getting bangs at the door. ME, what's Gucci with it? How many months of anxiety documentation do you need before you file a disability? So, I mean, it's not necessarily months. I mean, I would say 6 months on any disability, but you want to take into consideration, do you have everything needed to submit that claim? Do you have a diagnosis? Does that diagnosis, if you plan on filing direct, does that diagnosis support that disability being, caused by your military time. Or if it shows causation, how is an already service-connected disability causing it? You got your diagnosis, you have your, causation or in service, you have symptomology, and you have impacts to your personal and your work life noted by that psychiatrist, then it's time to submit that claim for your initial or for an increase. Emmy, yes, current therapy secondary to tinnitus and working on nexus. Okay. And when it comes to a nexus, you don't necessarily need a nexus letter. There's a clear, like, you get secondary mental health disabilities on almost any disability. You just need to show causation. So you need to be complaining about it. Like, some veterans that go out, they'll pay fucking, an arm, their first child, their fucking grandma worth of money for a nexus letter, but that their medical evidence doesn't support that nexus letter, if that makes sense. So, hopefully you're putting both of them, and hopefully you're a psychiatrist or your doctor, your psychiatrist or your therapist, it will be, filling out that and providing you with the nexus letter. ME, CC, nexus letter cost, $3,400 for one nexus letter, or for like as many as you need to get to 100. Ain't no way. Motherfucker, LA. Debo, does the VA offer a community care providers for PRP injections? I believe, yeah. I mean, I don't know what PRP means. But, I mean, if you want to go through the community care route, yeah, 100%. If it's not available through your specific VA care, VA clinic, VA hospital, you can always go that route. I mean, that's an option to you. It's not a... it's an option that you can utilize if you're not getting that treatment from your current provider. Jen, claim insomnia, but during C&P exam, I told the examiner I only had an issue with, I had only issue with my wife, but not my work. It considers mental health condition. Do you think at least 10% possible? Okay, so, I mean, if it's a good, let's be honest. Like, most C&P examiners are fucking, ass. But if your medical evidence supports that you've had impacts in both your personal and your work life, I mean, obviously, if you're having problems at home, it's going to affect your work. And if the C&P examiner and your medical evidence supports, like, hey, okay, he's having issues with his spouse. It's called, on a frequent basis, on a daily basis, that's causing you to have sleep issues. Sleep deprivation is going to affect you at work. Like, so they should be able to put 2 and 2 together. If you got the, you got a diagnosis, you got all your medical evidence, you should get service connected. I would say like between the 10 and the 30% range. But it all depends on your medical evidence. 3,400? Nah, no way. What's the name? LG got a nexus letter. True crime gets gets nexus letters from their primary care provider paying copays. Like, that's an option too, y'all. Minute Clinic, your doctor, copay $25, $50. $3,400. Ain't no way. What's up, True Crime? I type my own nexus. Okay, now let's hope I get the doctor to sign it. Exactly. See, there you go. Like I was saying, plasma rich fucking pelletitis injections. I mean, Ellie, I'm not a doctor, dog. I'm not a doctor. But I mean, if your VA hospital or your clinic can't provide that, you should be able to go through the community care route. Motherfucker, Emmy, step 1, 1,500. Who is this? Who? Oh, 1,500. Telehealth consultation. Step 2, 1,900. Son. Oh no, baby. Oh no. Which equals free. Yeah, yo. My fucking ophthalmologist did it for fucking 20. I'm not a doctor. I'm sure y'all laughing at how I pronounce some of this shit, but yeah, no, fuck, ain't no way in hell. I'm paying $1,500 for a telehealth. No. I will take my chance. I will just go to the ER at that point. ER 100%. I go to Mexico before I pay $3,400. $3,400? Ain't no way. No, sir. But hey, there's viable options. If you're seeing, your VA medical provider, they, it depends on where you go. They could But most of them they say conflicts of interest. Got it, cool. You can always take the community care route if you're only seeing VA medical providers or just going solely through. Y'all playing way too much. I mean, somebody is paying $3,400. True crime. Somebody, multiple veterans are out there paying $3,400, $1,500 for a consultation. No, ain't no way. That's rent. That's car payment. That's car payment for 3 months, 2 months money. No, ain't no way. Ain't no way. That's security deposit money. That's down payment money. Come on. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, I got about 5 minutes. Y'all got any questions? Let your boy know. Definitely ain't paying no $3,400 for no Nexus letter. It better take me from 0 to 300% all SMC levels if I'm paying that much. I tried private doctor and they turned me down cold. Okay. I mean, it might be due to your area. Like I called around, like before I even invested my time into going into the doctor's office. Like I searched doctors within my network. I called them up. More than likely, you're gonna get the workers. They'll pick up the phone. They'll talk to you. Like, hey, can you relay this to the doctor, or can you have that doctor call me because I'm trying to do something for my VA disability benefits, and I don't want to waste their time or my time coming here, and I'm not going to be provided with the help and the information that I need. Thomas. Trying to get for sinusitis they need. Thomas, you speaking like Yoda right now. Come on, dog. Come on, Thomas. Motherfucking Star Wars Yoda. Come on, brother, man. Stay Gucci with it. Hey, y'all got any questions? Let your boy know. Motherfucking Thomas over here speaking like Yoda. Motherfucking benefits we need. Come on. Trying to get for some. I can't even figure that out. Okay, X-ray. I haven't been diagnosed DX with chronic yet. Okay. I mean, you don't need the chronicity. Debo keeps it real. Yes, sir. Motherfucker, 100%, baby. You don't, like, if you're going through just the VA, you don't necessarily need the chronicity. You need to show that it's been happening on a frequent basis. So more than once, it's chronic. Like, if it's only happened once, 7 years ago, maybe it's going to stay at just sinusitis, not a chronic. But if it's happening 2-3 times a year, 2 times a month, that establishes chronicity. And if your VA doctor is not putting that in the notes, then you definitely, you need to hit it up with, follow up with a secure message. Jan, as a disabled vet, all medical fee at the VA is free, right? I guess it's free, but all VA medical facilities are covered by American taxpayers. So, you're not necessarily paying for anything up front. Or if you're like TDIU, you're 100% not paying for anything. But if you're working and you still have a VA disability rating, you're paying taxes that then, goes into the economy, all that bullshit, motherfucking politics, economy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Motherfucking true crime. I told my mental health doctor under VA policies that's due to assist. Okay, Gucci killers. At first they were saying that they do not, but I started quoting regulations and work now because I'm okay. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you definitely got to prick that shit out because most vets they just go in there and be like, hey, motherfucking CC told me, motherfucking fucking Squid Billy at the smoke pit told me. I'm like, okay, well, where's this in paper? Where's it in black and white? Definitely print out the regulation, print out their policies, bring it in there, be like, hey, are you saying I'm a liar? Or are you calling the VA a liar? And if you are, let's get, let's present your name to the VA and let's see what's going on. There you go, motherfucker Thomas. There you go, Gucci killers. Motherfucker Even Stevens. Copay is charged by VA. Yes, sir. Motherfucking Emmy went in for a C&P exam. Migraines 3 weeks ago. Got all the right boxes checked. How long does it take to get a decision? It's going to take some time, brother, man. Like I said, it took me 9 months from start to finish. 5 months to get a partial rating. And then an additional 4 months for that to be completed. There you go, true crime. Here you go. Laugh it up. Laugh it up! But hey, until next time. Your boy got to fucking cook, but I will be on live Friday. Stay Gucci with it, motherfucking veterans, motherfucking. This motherfucking Debo, y'all stay Gucci with it. What states provide free education for dependents dependencies of partial disabled vets. I'm not too sure off the top of my head. I know Texas does. The Hazelwood Act, motherfucking Big Tech Slim Jim Act. Not too sure. But I know Texas, you can be like 60% and get the disabled veteran plates in Texas, versus in like California, you need 100% PNT. Or, little fucking side note for California, if you're just 100%, you can always take the mobility route. Go to the VA, have them print you, create a letter saying you have mobility issues. Take that to County VSO. County VSO will then fill out the VSD form that's needed for the VA. Not for the VA, for the DMV. This motherfucking D-Wall, y'all say Gucci with it.